6,16,300 per month. Per month as expense. Just maybe she will not be given maintenance. Basing on what the husband is getting, and also other factors. What is her requirement? Husband must be having 10 crores of income because he is getting, court will grant 5 crores to her. No, it's about she has to tell what is her expenditure, what is her requirement. That you didn't even tell.
My lord, here in the lower court has completely never looked the income of the husband, wherein even the court has preserved, my lord, before that.
We are not going into all that arguments.
Yes.
What I wanted to know is what are your expenditure?
Yes,
that you tell the court. I already heard all of you here.
Yes,
enough.
For the petitioner, food expenses at a residence to meet the same standard of nutritious food which the respondent is having at home. She has not been provided with any food there. She has to manage.
40,000 next.
Yes, madam. For the purpose of food, when the respondent compelled to have food outside in few circumstances.
Yes, next.
My lord, for that. And towards the clothes and dress, the respondent is using all the branded clothes wherein 1 Kelvin Klein t-shirt costs around 10,000 per shirt. And for trousers of the petitioner is also entitled for the same, wherein the present petitioner is using all the old dresses itself.
Yes.
My lord, towards the accessories like bangles, sticker, chain, earrings, watches, sandals, slipper, etc., my lord, which is the basic need, my lord, towards it 15,000 per month, my lord. Towards the medical expenses, cosmetics and other expenses, my lord, wherein the petitioner is suffering with the knee joint pain and for which she needs to take the regular medication and physiotherapy treatment. Even she is suffering from high fever, tension, panic attack, for which she needs to take regular treatment and medication. Due to the negligent act of the husband, she is not in a position to show it to a good doctor and good hospital, for which, as per the at least 4 to 5 lakhs is needed. And my lord, though the respondent is being, my lord, that is, it's a overall cost, my lord, I have bifurcated to a monthly wise also, my lord, in the second column. Though the respondent is being the school fee, paying the school fee and tuition fee to the children, he has completely neglected to look after the children, always being with them as like a mother, and due to which the petitioner is supposed to.
If at least your client is not understanding it, you should understand and you should advise her unnecessarily that these kind of expenditures that they give, the court gets the impression of the court would be something. What is this? Please tell the court. Every month, 60,000, what she will do?
My lord, my lord, this is the humble request before the court. Will leave to lordship to decide on this.
Reasonably, you should tell.
Allah.
It's not about I will. It is like a bargaining. Like you will give 5 lakhs, 6 lakhs, and the court will let me give 1 lakh to the. Not the way. You should come before the court with the actual figures. What are all this?
Oh my lord, wherein I have categorically categorized that these are the needed of her commitment, my lord. And my lord, she is possessing with the loan also, wherein she has to repay that. That I have produced the document also. Gold loan other loan and other hand loans which she has managed and which is deposited to her bank statement by the mother.
You want 6,16,300 per month. Per month as expenses.
My lord, my humble submission before this honorable court with regarding that the landmark judgment wherein Supreme Court has held.
Yes, please pass on. Yes. Yes.
Well, in the first case, my lord, wherein it has clearly held that the maintenance, interim maintenance, and maintenance laws has...
The relevant paragraph, not the head note.
Yes,
come to the relevant paragraph.
Yes, my lord. With regarding...
That number?
My lord, in the paragraph number A, my lord. My lord, which in the first page, my lord.
Head note, let us not read that. Let's go to the order.
Oh, it has been elaborately given and it has been...
the order. That is somebody editor's head note will not read.
This has been elaborately explained. Wherein, my lord, in the landmark judgment, where it has held, but because of this judgment, assets and liability has begun in India, that is compulsory, made compulsory. The purpose of making each party to file an assets and applicability, because the maintenance amount will be awarded on the basis of the source of income.
Now again, this court will hear another one or both of you.
You have already
argued that some account he has not given, that all that you argued.
No, I'm not that. Why, my lord, why trial court has heard in considering all those aspects. The maintenance amount which she was needed, which has not been ordered.
You're relying on Rajneesh versus Neha,
Yes,
which
ma'am.
speaks about filing your assets and liabilities. And where did you complain? Where did you file before the trial court your expenses?
No, I filed assets and liability.
What are your expenses?
My lord, wherein I have
Assets and liabilities also includes your expenses.
yes, my lord, that I have stated.
Where did you say?
For which, my lord, I have stated in general, my lord.
No.
Wherein assets and liability, no, my lord, in assets and liability.
When you rely specifically on a judgment, please understand. When you rely specifically on a judgment, you should specifically follow that, not generally.
In assets and liability, my lord, I have stated whatever information it is sought in the assets and liability, which has been directed by the Supreme Court.
Let us see the judgment. Let us see the judgment. Not where is that judgment? Rajneesh versus Neha. Not this.
My lord, in clause 3, my lord.
Not clause. New clause. Come to paragraph.
In the first page. Oh, okay.
Read para number 63. Payment of interim maintenance. This is which journal? SCC.
My lord, it's reported in the AAR, SEC everywhere. The above it is shown.
What you are relying on?
The Supreme today.
Payment of interim maintenance is there. That you read. There is another copy. Another copy of Rajneesh versus Neha.
quantum of
Payment
criteria
of
for determining the
payment of interim maintenance. The issue of interim maintenance is decided on the basis of pleadings, where some amount of guesswork or rough estimate takes place, so as to make a prima facie assessment of the amount to be awarded. It is often seen both parties submit scanty material, do not disclose the correct details, and suppress vital information, which makes it difficult for the family courts to make an objective assessment for grant of interim maintenance. While there is a tendency on the part of the wife to exaggerate her needs, there is a corresponding tendency by the husband to conceal his actual income. It has therefore become necessary to lay down a procedure to streamline the proceedings, since a dependent wife who has no other source of income has to take recourse to borrowing from her parents, relatives during the interregnum to sustain herself and the minor children till she begins receiving interim maintenance.
Lord, the criteria for determining quantum of maintenance, if your lordship read that, in that it covers.
Where is that?
The next page, my lord. Subclause 3, that is Roman 3, my lord. Permanent alimony, next is criteria for determining quantum of maintenance. That 2 paragraphs, if your lordship read, it conveys the meaning, man.
Quantum of maintenance. The objective of granting interim permanent alimony is ensure that the dependent spouse is not reduced to destitution or vagrance on account of the failure of the marriage and not as a punishment to the other spouse. There is no straitjacket formula for fixing the quantum of maintenance to be awarded. The factors which would weigh with the court inter alia are the status of the parties, reasonable needs of the wife, and dependent children, whether the applicant is educated and professionally qualified, whether the applicant has any independent source of income, whether the income is sufficient to enable her to maintain the same standard of living as she was accustomed to in a matrimonial home, whether the applicant was employed prior to her marriage, whether she was working during the subsistence of the marriage, whether the wife was required to sacrifice her employment opportunity for nurturing the family, child rearing, and looking after adult members of the family, reasonable cost of litigation for a non-working woman.
So in this, my lord, the criteria is also important if she is qualified. I have one more judgment which I will rely later.
My lord,
the qualification can even have. Don't go for work.
Position of the parents of the applicant family would not be material or determined, and so maintain depend upon factual situations. All the claims maintained based on various factors before it.